Welcome to Mo Talk. I am your host, Yeshu Judah, where we are sports and Mo. Today we're going to be talking about Jason Whitlock. And in my opinion, Jason Whitlock is probably the worst type of nigga. Jason Whitlock has made a career off of literally combing through stories and finding negative things to say about his own people. And I want to put this out here because I do want it to be understood that it don't matter what nationality that you are from, that if you do the things that Jason Whitlock does, I have absolutely no respect for you at all. I would feel the exact same way if you was a white person and every opportunity you got, you find something negative to say about your people, or if you was an Asian and you could never find anything positive to say about your people. We're going to get into a video that Jason Whitlock had on his podcast where he had every opportunity to bag back everything that he has said about Coach Prime and give Coach Prime some type of flowers for the great job that he is doing in Colorado. We have got to understand that just 2 years ago, Colorado was the laughing stock of college football. Dion has came in and he has turned that program around. Not only has it been good for Colorado, it's been good for NCAA football. Dion has been the Caitlin Clark of college football because of his appearance in the Big 12 and him head coaching in Colorado. There are a lot of people, me included, who have been locked into college football just to see Colorado and what it is that he is going to do. Jason Whitlock has came out from the top, and every time he gets a chance, he drags Dion and the team. Never, ever have he given any props to any good to the success that Dion has had at Colorado. My mama has always told me to let a person talk. And if they talk long enough, they will reveal what is in their heart. That is exactly what Jason Whitlock is going to do in this video that we're going to react to. I am going to stop it here and there. I'm going to react to some of the things that he say, but for the most part, we are going to let it play. We're going to hear Jason Whitlock reveal himself that he don't like black people without saying he don't like black people. Let's get into it.
5-10 minutes here. I got to unpack some things here. Give you guys my daily dose of Deion Sanders, because you know the Buffaloes are 6-2, and all my enemies are gathering up and laughing at me. And Whitlock, when you gonna give Deion his flowers? Great friend and someone I respect a great deal. Joel Klatt, the Fox Sports college football, the voice of college football for Fox Sports, former Buffalo quarterback, has been on this show. He's a big Deion Buffalo supporter. Joel Klatt tweeted out Saturday or Sunday, Colorado was the worst team in the P5 2 years ago. Deion Sanders came to Boulder as their head coach, and now they're 6-2, headed to a bowl game. 4-1 in the Big 12 with an outside shot at the Big 12 title game. Where you at, haters? That's Joel Klatt. Before I respond, let me walk you through the rest of Colorado's schedule. At Texas Tech, hosting Utah, at Kansas, and Oklahoma State. Kansas is having a terrible year. I still like Lance Leopold, the coach. That makes them dangerous. Texas Tech, they can score. We'll see what happens there. Utah's lost its quarterback. Man, Oklahoma State's having a really bad year. Mike Gundy can coach. I mean, could we be looking at a 10-2 Colorado team? And look, they would get blasted by BYU, in my opinion, in the Big 12 title game. BYU is pretty good. BYU's got some defensive linemen that are pretty good that would cause Colorado a lot of problems. But
He had every chance at that particular time just to say, yeah, Dion has done an outstanding job thus far. And according to the remaining schedule, it's very possible that Dion could go 10-2. And he does has an outside shot at entering into the playoffs. This is an opportunity. No one says that you have to like Dion. No one says that you have to become get on Deion Sanders bandwagon. But at least acknowledge the fact that what Dion has done thus far has superseded expectations, not only yours, but also the rest of the professional people that is within the medias out there, the ESPNs, the Fox News, the CBS. Nobody wanted to see Dion succeed. Nobody. The whole world was on him. The whole world has been on Dion. Dion has came in here and he has done something no short of spectacular. And this is your opportunity just to say, yeah, what Dion has done thus far has been great. Carry on. Come on, Jason. Talk.
Joel's right. They have an outside shot at a Big 12 championship. What do I say to that? How you win matters. And much of my criticism of Deion Sanders has been about his approach to building that football program. And I didn't think it would work, his approach. His approach is not good, but it is working. His approach is not healthy, but it is working. I think that speaks to the corrupt system that has been built in college athletics. And it disappoints me that we've built a corrupt system. It's no different than let's look at the music industry. And again, I've told you all used to like rap music. But rap music and the music industry is so corrupt, so perverted, so evil that rappers that rap about killing and stealing and drug dealing and all that can reach the top of the music profession. They can perform at halftime. That speaks to how corrupt the music industry is. It doesn't say, hey, Snoop Dogg is right. What it says is the system is so corrupt that corrupt people now reach the top.
So that is absolutely insane to me. He says that how you win speaks volume, and he's talking about the corrupt system that is in college football right now. I'm going to be honest with you. College football and college athletics have always been corrupt. Why now, all of a sudden, you have a problem when a brother comes in and he just worked the system that is given to him? Now, the system that he's talking about, you will see he'll explain it a little bit more as the portal. Talking about he did not think it would work. He had a problem because he came in and he got rid of all of the kids that was already there. You know, when Dion left Jackson State, he said, I'm coming to Colorado and I'm bringing my own luggage with me. He's talking about his sons. Jason Whitlock got all in his feelings over that. But that is no different than any boss or anybody in management Anybody that is coming in and taking a top seat, when you come in, you're going to bring your people with you. Remember in 1988 when Jerry Jones bought the Dallas Cowboys, he shook the whole city of Dallas upside down. We went to bed one night. Tom Landry had a job. We woke up the next morning. He didn't because there's a new owner in town. He kept Tex Schramm around just long enough so that he could learn the business. And as soon as he learned the business, he put Tex Schramm out the door as well. This is called business. It's called life. The portal is now the new way college athletics. Why keep people around that are not your people? And it's not like Deion came in and just kicked everybody out. He gave them opportunities. He let them know this is what's to be expected here. And if you can't live with the expectations, then hit the portal. So those who left, they chose the left. Deion knew what he had with his sons. He knew what he could bring to the table. And he went into the portal and he began to build his team. What's wrong with that? The only reason he got a problem with it is because of Deion's color. That's it. You don't believe me? Just listen to him as he continued to talk.
And so, yes, are the Colorado Buffaloes improved? Absolutely. Only a fool would say that they're not. Their defense, their defensive side of the football, particularly their front seven, and their whole unit, because between Travis Hunter and I can't think of number seven's name right off the top of my head, but he's a safety, he's a really good player. The other two corners that play opposite Travis Hunter, their defense is improved. Hats off to them. Offense is dangerous because there's speed on the outside. The receivers are talented, and Shedeur Sanders can get them the ball. And the offensive line has improved. Colorado has improved. The system has been changed in a way that someone like Deion could come in, work the transfer portal, work name, image, and likeness, and buy up enough talent to be competitive.
What do you think Alabama has been doing all of these years before NIL became legal, before there was a portal? You think these urban kids out of these cities and out of these ghettos just freely went to Alabama, to Tuscaloosa, Alabama, to play football for Nick Saban? Have you seen Tuscaloosa, Alabama? Somebody was getting paid. Whether it was the players, whether it was their parents, mortgages was getting paid, car notes was getting paid, something was getting paid. These kids were not just going to Tuscaloosa, Alabama to play for Alabama and to help Nick Saban win all of those championships. No. Now the NIL, this is the way of life in college athletics now. The only reason you have a problem is because you don't like Deion. If this was Urban Myers in Colorado, you would be singing a whole new tune. If Urban Myers were at Colorado doing the exact same thing that he is doing, that Deion is doing at Colorado, you'll be giving Urban Myers props. You can say how enough times how great a coach Urban Meyer is. Just say it one time, Jason Whitlock, that Deion is a great coach. You cannot compare Deion Sanders to people like Snoop Dogg and gangster rappers. You can't do that. Because there's nothing that about Dion that speaks corruptness. The only thing that comes out of Dion is greatness. He is not called prime time for no reason. And I believe that that gets up under your skin because he is so great. It bothers me that Negroes like you, Jason Whitlock, exist. And it's a shame that he'll probably never see this video. Probably never get to him. But this dude is the worst type of Negro. Listen to him. I called out Urban Meyer's name for a reason.
Hats off to him. He's working a system that I don't respect. And I don't. And I'm not going to apologize for that. And I'm not going to back away from being critical of Dion's approach, coming in and kicking all those kids off the team, coming in and turning the whole, claiming Christianity and inviting the entire rap music world and drug using, drug promoting world to your football program.
I'm sorry, but what drug users and rap community and all of this is he talking about? When you look at the sideline of Colorado, I see a majority of ex-NFL players over there. Yeah, you may have a couple of entertainers that come over there, but for the most part, it is Dion Pierce. This dude is delusional.
Never getting on board with that. Never. And there's part of me that wants Dion and that approach to fail.
If you want Dion to fail because he uses the portal, you might as well just stop watching college football because they're all using the portal. Dion is just using it better.
Spectacularly. Yes, it is true. Here's why I'll give Dion credit, and I mean this sincerely. Everybody here knows that I like Warren Sapp. Love the fact that Deion Sanders gave Warren Sapp a chance to coach. I'm not sure if anybody else would have done it, particularly at the Power 5 level. And to see Warren Sapp come into his own as a coach and he's now going to have this successful career as a coach with or without Deion from this point forward. Because anybody that's watched their defensive line play, and Warren, I think, is the assistant defensive line coach, but he's going to get a lot of credit. Anybody that's watched Colorado's defensive line plays knows it's significantly better than a year ago, and Warren's going to get credit for that. I respect the fact that Deion gave Warren Sapp this opportunity. I really do, and I mean that sincerely. Deion's given some other guy, the offensive line coach, I can't call his name, but I think a somewhat unique choice. This guy certainly has a unique appearance, and he's done a solid job. Deion has given some black coaches a chance to come together and to do something significant. These guys will benefit from their experience with Deion. Hats off to him. That's the part of Deion I respect.
That right there should be enough. If you was on board, and I'm not one of those to say you just gotta like what people do because they black. No. No. Please understand, that's not what I'm saying. But when we do have an opportunity to do good, and we do good in the world that we live in, we all should get behind our people and praise them, because there's not enough praise to go around for us when we do it. I'm telling you, people. All of the sports world wanted to see Deion fail. Everybody truly felt that Deion was not going to succeed. Not only has Deion been successful, he's keeping his opposing coaches up at night. He got a player on his team that's playing both sides of the football consistently, taking the most snaps of any player in the NCAA college football history. He has the number one and number two draft pick in the NFL possibly on his team. Let's give this man some props for what he has done and even how he is doing it. He didn't create the portal. He didn't create the NIL. He's using what was given him. You're mad because he's out using your white friends, those that you respect. That's what you're mad about. Listen to this fool.
The rest of it, I still have no respect for. They can win 10 games. They can win the national championship. And I won't respect the way they did it. No different than there are many people that don't like Urban Meyer and all the criminality that went on at the University of Florida.
Now, please listen to what he has to say. Listen to him out as he talk about Urban Meyer when he was at Florida.
When he was winning national championships at Florida, looking the other way as Aaron Hernandez and all the other arrests were going on at the University of Florida. This is what goes along with big time college football at a lot of these places. The more corrupt your program is, the more unsavory people you allow in, the more success you have. How you go about winning matters to me.
How you go about winning matters to Jason Whitlock, he says. There was a whole scandal in Florida when Urban was there. A whole scandal. Urban said that he had absolutely no idea what was going on, which I call BS on, because you're the head coach. And if you didn't know, you were supposed to know. And if how you win matters, then you should have all the problems in the world with Urban Myers. All the problems in the world with Urban Meyer. We're talking about borderline sexual harassment from your team going on up under your watch. And you want to compare that to somebody coming in, getting rid of players that's not going to fit his program just so he can win? Come on, man. Get off that gas, Jason.
Doesn't matter to everybody. Other people just look at the results and say, that guy is successful. He's won X number of games. And yes, I am aware that corruption in college football was there before Deion Sanders. It'll be there after Deion Sanders. He's not the first. Just like I just referenced Urban Meyer. And Urban Meyer is someone that, just being completely honest, I have respect for. It'll be there after Deion Sanders. He's not the first. Just like I just referenced Urban Meyer. And Urban Meyer is someone that, just being completely honest, I have respect for. Deion Sanders, it'll be there after Deion Sanders. He's not the first. Just like I just referenced Urban Meyer. And Urban Meyer is someone that, just being completely honest, I have respect for.
What I tell you at the beginning, my mama always said, just let a person talk long enough. They'll reveal to you what's in their heart. Jason Whitlock, he's letting you know that he don't like Negroes without saying that he don't like Negroes. This is why I call him the worst type of Negro. How is it that you can have absolutely no respect for what Deion is doing, but yet you got respect for Urban Myers? Make it make sense, Jason. What is it about Urban that makes him so great of a person that you could turn a blind eye on his actions and still have respect for him. But Dion is so corrupt that you can compare him to gangster rappers, Snoop Dogg, because he got drug dealers on the sideline, and you can have absolutely no respect for him. You are the worst type of Negro. Your existence, your very existence is useless. You have made a name for yourself as he who finds everything negative to say about those that look like you. I bet you even talk bad about yourself in the morning when you brushing your teeth when you see your black skin. It's not until you leave the house that you feel good about yourself because you can't see yourself. You have had every opportunity just to say, yes, what Dion is doing at Colorado is great. He's coaching them great. Shador is playing great. Never seen anything like Travis Hunter. Let's see what the season got in store. But when it comes to Urban Meyer and the scandal that was at Florida and him having a whole sociopath player on his team and he knows absolutely nothing about it, when it boiled down to it, oh, Urban Meyer, that's my boy. You are the worst.
Dion, I'm just the whole rap thing, the leading with the Christianity, while none of his approach matches that. That's what bothers me. Dion wants to come in and be a secular coach and take the cross off and quit trying to pretend like he's some kind that Jesus is walking right with him as he builds this football program. It's offensive to me. No humility there from Dion. It's all about his sons. It's all about he favors his sons. He favors both of his sons and Travis Hunter. It's not a whole team spirit. It's a group of mercenaries. Dion being one of them. So Dion may win 10 games. I hope he doesn't. I'm never going to back away from that. If he does, credit to him. Thank you for giving Warren Sapp an opportunity and a second career. Love that about Dion and what he's done there, but the rest of it, I have no respect for. Steve, I've rambled a bit. Do we owe?
Yeah, man. So there you go, Jason Whitlock. He revealed himself. Let me know that you don't like black people without saying that you don't like black people, Jason. And that part there at the end about he favoring his sons and he favoring Travis Hunter and it's a group of mercenaries. Look, everybody that has played for Dion, even those who have went into the portal, the reporters have tried to get these players to say something negative about Coach Prime, and none of them have anything negative to say about him. In fact, the majority of them is like, look, I left not because of the program, not because of Coach Prime, but because I wasn't able to do what it was that he was expecting me to do. Coach Prime is more than a coach to everybody that plays for him. And anybody that has eyes can see that. Anybody that has eyes can see that. Jason Whitlock, man. My mama always told me if you ain't got nothing good to say about somebody, don't say nothing at all. So I'm going to keep my thoughts that I have about you to myself. But I'm going to say it one more again before I get out of here. You are the worst type of enough, nigga. This is Yeshu. This is another episode of Mo Talk, where we are sports and Mo. Hey, tonight, the Truth Be Told Flex podcast, it will be airing at 7:30 on the Truth Be Told Flex podcast channel. Don't miss that. Y'all have a blessed day. Y'all get at me. Dissect this thing, and y'all let me know if I'm wrong about it. Peace.